How are you? First of all, thank you so much for this lovely chance to reach out to more kids through stories worldwide. Let's just jump onto the story now. Hey kids, are you ready for a story session? I'm going to tell a story about a brave little worm, how he escaped from a tough situation. So, once upon a time, in a deep forest, in a tree, there lived a bird family. In a nest, there lived a bird family, a mommy bird, a daddy bird, and a very little baby bird. This bird, he was just learning to fly. So, all these days, his parents were feeding on him. And we know, right, these birds, they woke up early in the morning, even before the sun rises. So it was one such day. The sun is about to rise, all the birds are chirping, and there is a very gentle breeze and a very peace and calm environment all around. But this baby bird is all excited. You know why? That day he is going to fly on his own to get some food for himself. Yes, his parents has told, see little bird, now that you are old enough to go and find your food for yourself, from tomorrow onwards you can go and pick your food. They had told the day before. So this little bird is very excited to go on his own and find his food. Usually these birds, they used to find the food just from the nearer place itself. So that day also this bird was expecting the same to happen and he started flying. But he couldn't find food in his usual place. He has to travel a little longer distance. But even then he couldn't find any food there. He was very tired because already he has flown a longer distance and he is a very little bird. His wings have started feeling tired. He started feeling exhausted, so that he wanted some rest. He thought, okay, I'll try to fly a few more distance so that if I can see if I find any food around. He tried his best, but no. Even after flying after a long distance, he couldn't find any food around. He was so tired, he was so exhausted. At least he was in need of some food or at least few drops of water. And then he saw a big rock and he thought, okay, I'll just take some rest there. He landed in the rock. He couldn't even move his foot. He couldn't flap his wings. All that he needs was some food. Now he was thinking about his parents. Oh mom, if you were here, you would have helped me with some food. I don't know where I have come. I don't know when I'm going to find some food. He was feeling very sad within, and then he saw something moving around. He looked down and that was a worm. Not just one worm, there were two worms. One pulpy, plumpy, big worm, and there was one more small worm with that. So that could be a mommy worm and a baby worm, or a daddy worm and a baby worm. But they were looking very plumpy and pulpy and juicy. So this bird, he started feeling very hungry. His stomach started rumbling. He wanted to eat them. He was imagining, wow, how juicy that worm would be. How tasty it could be. I wanted to eat them just now. He was thinking, and these worms, they were just moving around in the ground. Suddenly, the big worm, he got an intuition. I think, who's that looking at me? He saw there, and there was this bird looking at the worm. The worm got scared. Oh my god, it's a danger. I have to move out of this place right now. But then he calmed down himself immediately. This is the moment to act, not to be afraid of anything. I have to be brave, I have to think, and I have to act, he thought. And he looked at the bird calmly and said, hey bird, why are you looking at me? The worm asked. The bird said, hey, I'm just trying to eat you. I'm so hungry, I wanted to eat you, the bird said. The worm, Haha, you wanted to eat me? Are you kidding me? The worm asked. Why not? You are supposed to be my food and I am supposed to eat you. That is how the nature is. And right now I am so hungry. Don't talk anything with me, said the bird. Wait, wait, little bird. Don't you know who we are? Don't you know what will happen if you eat us? The worm asked. What's going to happen? Asked the bird. Look at there, my little friend, said the worm. Who? What is there? Asked the bird. You don't know what's happening there? Did you see the bird? Did you see his beak? Did you see how long it is? Asked the worm. The bird saw there, and there was a bird with a long pointed beak. Yeah, I saw him, said the bird. You know what happened? Once he tried to eat one of us friends, and we warned him not to eat because if you eat me, this is what is going to happen. Your nose will grow long. We warned him, he did not listen to us, and his nose grew longer. And if you eat us, this is what is going to happen for you as well, said the worm. The bird laughed. Are you kidding? So funny. How do you think my nose will grow longer? Said the bird. Yeah, it can happen, my dear friend. That is how our body is. You know, if you eat us, our body will release something and that will make your nose grow longer and longer and longer. Did you notice that bird? See, he has some long legs and he is thin, and so that he was able to manage with his long beaks. But look at you, little bird. You have a very short leg. You look very small. And if your nose is going to grow longer, how do you think your body will balance that weight? And how do you think you can even fit in your nest? This worm started confusing that little bird. And that little bird got scared. Oh, really? Can that happen? He saw that bird, he saw his beak, and he saw his own figure. Yeah, I'm so small. What will happen if my nose grows? He started imagining. He started how he would suffer to fly, how he would struggle to get into his nest, and because of this fear, he got so much confused. And this worm was noticing all this. He was utilizing the situation. He tried confusing him more and more, and at the same time he was planning how to escape from that place. This bird was in a confused state, and this worm said, okay, my dear friend, I'll give you one more idea. You can go and talk with him. You can go and check how he is managing, what happened to him, how he is managing. You can ask him, said the worm. The bird thought, okay, that could be an idea. I'll do that, said the bird. And this worm, just when the bird was about to fly and go there, this worm, what happened? He just went into his place. He took his baby worm and he went into his house safely, and he was very secure. Now the bird realized, oh my god, did this worm even fool me? Because that bird, he flew off. And you know what bird it was? It was just a crane. The crane's beak is supposed to be a longer beak, right? It is how the body is. But this bird, he got confused. This worm, he escaped from the situation, right? So this is what the moral of the story is also, children. So if we are afraid of something, we will not be able to clearly think. So when there is a situation, we have to first calm down ourselves and think and act. See, now this bird has to fly again to somewhere and find his food. He lost his food, no? He has to fly back to find his food. And this worm, he saved himself and he went inside his house. That's the moral of the story, right? So did you like this story, children? See you all. Bye-bye.